Good morning everybody, welcome to Life on Board Amy Joe on yet another day of our summer cruise.
Yeah, so today we're off to top of Bratch Locks, hopefully, as the weather's a bit better today. Yesterday was forecast rain all day, so we decided to stay put and did quite a lot of paperwork. And in fact, it didn't actually rain, but at least we made the most of the day. So yeah. Today, no, we're definitely up and off and ready.
Yep, it was forecasting torrential rain, as Chris said. It just didn't materialise, but we got up with some paperwork and what have you. So it's time to go. There's blue sky ahead. I think that's a song, isn't it? There's blue sky ahead.
Blue sky. Oh, Mr. Blue Sky.
Mr. Blue Sky, yeah. So we better get going.
Yeah.
See you later. In today's cruise we'll leave Swindon and pass through Swindon Lock almost after we left the mooring, followed on by Marsh Lock and the staircase locks, Bottom Locks, and then we carry on in through Giggity and then end up at the bottom of Bratch Locks. Well, we're just getting underway now, and our first lock is only a few yards in front of us, and that's Swindon Lock. But it's a lovely morning, the sun's coming out, which makes a change from the other day, so we'll see how we get on. I wonder if this chap has caught anything. Well, it looks like he's got something. This is a Botherham staircase locks. They're very similar to the ones at Bunbury, except these are single width locks and only 2 chambers. But they're just as deep and just as scary looking when you get to those front doors. Today we need to tackle the Bratch Locks. These locks are quite unusual as far as locks go. They are actually a flight of 3 locks, although from this aerial photograph video you wouldn't think so. They look like a 3-lock staircase, but they do have a rather unusual attribute, and that is each lock is separated by a pound barely 6 foot long. But why is that so? Why do they only have a 6 foot pound? Most lock flights have a pound at least 3 or 4 boat lengths long so that boats can pass in the pounds. It's impossible for boats to pass in this 6 foot pound between these locks. So why are they set this way, and what's actually going on? Here we're at the bottom chamber of the Bratch Locks, and further mystery is added. As you can see, the steps coming up from the lock chamber go to a new platform, and a second set of steps now lead up into the roof, which is rather unusual. And the answer is simple. They built a road over the locks after the locks were built, and in turn the road bridge actually cut off the second set of steps. But that doesn't solve the mystery as to why there are only 6 foot long pounds between the 2 locks, and why some paddles are painted blue and some are painted red.
Just open the gate paddles as well on this one, the blue gate paddles, so both paddles are open on this one.
Yeah, okay. Now, as you probably gathered, we are now in Bratch Locks. This is the bottom chamber. Chris is having to do all the work, bless her, because although it says in the book 8 o'clock there should be volunteer Lockies on, there's no sign of them, so we're doing this all on our own. But fortunately, the little blue sign you can see there is very clear instructions on what to do going up these locks. 2 side pounds alongside the locks give us a clue as to why we have those 6 foot chambers. And the answer to the mystery? Originally the 3 locks were a staircase, all joined together. but there was a problem with water levels because they took so much water when boats passed through them. So engineers redesigned the locks by moving the top and bottom locks 6 foot in either direction, creating 6 foot-pounds in between, which then flow down into the side pools. This change in the layout of the locks saved 75,000 litres of water per boat movement and cured the problem of low water levels above the locks. And the reason for the red and blue paddles? Opening the blue paddles to fill the lower chamber draws water from the side pools, whilst opening the red paddles on the upper chambers drains the chamber down into the side pool, thus saving the 75,000 litres of water. And of course you can't have locks without the lock keeper's hut, and even this hut is unusual in the fact that it's octagonal in shape. And that's it. This is the top lock, and there's a boat waiting to come down, so all's good. And the Lockies have arrived as well, so that's everything's set for us today now.
Isn't too bad because it's quite nice.
One thing we have noticed, there's a lot of cricket grounds along this stretch of the canal. This is the second one we've come across. Third one, sorry. Well, I've got to say it's turned out a beautiful morning. Sun's shining, it's feeling quite warm. So we're having a really nice cruise today. And it's quite a pretty area we're in, so that looks even better. Some lovely little lockside cottages here. Well, that's it. As you'll probably notice, we've had a bit of a costume change. That's because we're now on day 2. We've had 2 really short runs, so we decided that we'd combine 2 days into one. So I hope you enjoyed the vlog. The Bratch Locks were really interesting. I must admit, I had fun videoing those. Bit confusing, mind, because as I explained in the vlog, they were originally a staircase locks, and we were still trying to treat them like staircase locks.
Wrong.
Wrong. We didn't need the top 2 pounds filled, so we had to empty them again. But that's as you saw in the vlog, that's another story. So,
Whoops.
Oopsie.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, they are really complex locks, and you've really got to think them through. So, but they were good fun to go through, and the Lockies, as you saw, turned up as we were in the top lock. So a lot of help they were. But never mind, we made it. We're here. We're currently moored up now in Whitwick. It's actually spelled Whitwick.
Yeah.
And we've got a meal booked in the local pub here, so we're going to enjoy that tonight. So I do hope you enjoyed the vlogs. We do try and vary them. This trip has been a lot of locks this time round, so we've tried to vary that, and Smudge is trying to get in on the act. Get out of the way, Smudge. So before Smudge knocks the camera over, we're going to say stay safe, do keep well, keep your comments coming, please, because we love reading your comments and replying to them. Don't forget, give the old vlog a thumbs up, of course, because that really helps us as well, gets us noticed in the YouTube world. So before Smudge takes over, we'll say we'll see you next time on Life on Board Amy Jo.
Bye.
What are you like? What do you like? Hey, what do you like? Hey, here you are, look. You're going to say goodbye to your fans. Say goodbye to your fans. There you go. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.